In the last year, we had done a Fivers implementation at one of India's largest spinning mills based in Arupukottai, Virudhunagar. And in this particular video, we are sharing a lot of pictures and the implementation methodology which we have adopted in that particular company and the results which we got. Come, let's get started. Hi there, this is Anant, your trusted lean manufacturing consultant. In this video, we are going to share some of the pictures of our Fivers implementation at one of India's largest spinning mill based in Arupukottai. Before we had started this Fivers, we used to start with an activity called pre-Fivers activities. Pre-Fivers means there are some basic foundation activities which we need to do before starting the Fivers. These activities are pledge, morning meetings, information sharing boards, etc. Pledge means the employees in the company should start the day with a pledge. So that pledge covers productivity, quality, Fivers, environment, safety, everything. So when they start the day with the pledge, automatically there is a positive motivation for them, and that actually gives a good start for the day. So that is regarding the pledge. And then we also have morning meetings and information sharing board. In the morning meetings, the managers or the supervisors would share the daily production requirement to the employees. This will happen for 5 minutes, or before that sharing, there is a whiteboard in each zone which will be filled with the necessary inputs. For example, today's plan, the target, everything. So number of people present for the day, everything will be there. So the morning meeting will happen in front of the information sharing board. So these are all some of the pre-Fivers activities which we do. We also do the core team formation. That is a team which is going to run the Fivers in the company. For example, they have a champion, deputy champion. Then there are like Fivers audit teams, Fivers training teams, documentation team, reward purchase team. Like that, we have 6 teams which will be involved in the Fivers implementation. And then we also classify the entire company, the layout, into multiple zones, and each zone will have a captain, vice captain, and also the members working in that area. So in this company, we had 21 zones, right? So 21 zones with each zone having a separate captain and vice captain, and also a core team which will run the Fivers in the company. So these are the pre-Fivers activities which we need to do when we start implementing the Fivers activity. So I'm just sharing some of the pictures. So this is the pledge which is taken by all the employees in the zones, right? So you can see, the employees, when they come to the factory, they all stand in a line, and they take the pledge, and then they go to their workplace. And this is the whiteboard which we are talking about. The whiteboard has the production requirement for the day, number of people present, yesterday's output. All these things will be shared in a whiteboard, and this template and all we create and we share it with the team. So the morning meeting will happen in front of that whiteboard. And this is the awareness program, Fivers training program which we take for the core team members. And then once the pre-Fivers activities is done, we go to the 1S activity. 1S is sorting. Sorting means what? Removal of all the unwanted items from the workplace. And then if we have any doubtful items, we'll move it to the red tag area, right? So when we complete the 1S, we will have only the items which are required for the second S, right? So non-moving items or unwanted items will be moved out of the workplace. Doubtful items will be in the red tag area. So the red tag area also, the senior management will take a call, and then they decide whether it is required or not required. So the 1S is the first phase. And these are all some of the pictures from that implementation, right? This is one of the rooms where they had a lot of waste materials, project related materials, unwanted materials, etc. And we removed a lot of them. And some of the materials they said they want, right? Because there are some infrastructure related activities which are happening. So we covered them, right, with a yellow tarpaulin, and we stored it in a corner. And then these are all the the drums which are used in the carding section, right? So the carding, it was having multiple colors, so we segregated based on the colors. We stored each color in a separate area, and we removed a lot of unwanted items from that place also. The outside areas, this plant is like around 50 acres, and outside there were a lot of materials which were lying around here and there. So we cleaned up all those things. There are a lot of these small rooms where they have these maintenance related items, the old tools, right? Obsolete items. Most of them are obsolete, rusted old items which were not taken care of, right? So we cleaned up all those things, and we actually removed 3 or 4 trucks of unwanted items from that place. So again, this is some of the examples of 1S activity which we did in the company. So all these unwanted items were removed, and then we move to the second S. Second S is set in order. Set in order is assigning a place for every item, a place for everything, and everything in its place. That's called as second S, right? So In second S, we created a specific location for their the lunch bags, then the chapels, the tools, the materials, for WAP materials, for input material where they will store. Each and every process we created a place for the input material, the output material, WAP material, rejected items. The SOP should be hanged in a specific location. Right? The tools and consumables will be located in specific location. Like that, we created each and every item we created a space. Right? So these are all some examples. The footwear, they are stored in a proper location. Even the files are arranged in a proper location. Right? Here also, the lunch bags arranged in the cones. Earlier the cones were stored under the table. Now we created a separate rack for the cones. And the yellow lines were marked. Gangways, the yellow lines were marked. And the cone trolleys were, earlier they would be parked in random manner, but after our program we have allocated a space specifically for each trolley, which you can see here. This is also another section. The same cone trolleys parked in a specific location. If you see the floor, there are markings, right? So in that marking they will stop the vehicle. The packing items, earlier the finished goods which were ready for dispatch, they were all kept in a very random manner. So there are a lot of mix-ups and all that. Now we created specific locations for each item with identification. So there is no mix-up of materials. Again, this is an example of these yellow lines. Again, the cone trolleys. And each and every zone we have created the layout, and that layout is printed and it is displayed in the zone. Right? And even the housekeeping materials, we have created a separate location for hanging those items. The time office, right? Their computers, all those things. Now we created a specific location. So these are all some of the examples for second S. Then we move to the third S. Third S is shine. Shine is daily cleaning the workplace. Then autonomous maintenance. Autonomous maintenance means the operator will take care of the machines. We also introduced a program called My Machine, My Area, where each employee is assigned for a specific mission. So we displayed their photograph, saying, okay, this is my mission and my area, like that. So autonomous maintenance means these employees will take care of the mission. So daily they will do the routine checkup. They will fix the air leakage, oil leakage, steam leakage, etc. And in case of any minor spare changes also, they will implement that instead of waiting for the maintenance department. So these are the activities which we covered in the third S. So this is an example of cleaning the suction system. Right? The vents were all cleaned properly. The HVAC air conditioning vents were all cleaned properly and labeled. This is an example of this autonomous maintenance check sheet where each and every employee will do a tick mark. They will have a set of regular checkups and they will sign in this checklist. So this is an example of the machine cleaning. So if you see, earlier the machine was running at around 16,000 to 17,000 RPM because there are a lot of abnormalities in the machine. So after this third S program, we removed a lot of waste from the machines, from the driving systems, drive systems and all. And then overall there is a good increase in the RPM also. Now the machine is running at 19,000 RPM. So overall their output also increased. Right? Their grams per spindle increased. So these are all some of the results of this particular exercise. And so I have shared some of the pictures up to the third S here, right? Because standardization and sustenance is happening throughout, right? And it's happening. The SOPs are all displayed. All those things are there. But I want to specifically talk about activity called gamification. This is our unique approach where we implement 5Rs in the form of games. Right? How can we create an environment where employees are self-motivated to follow the 5Rs? Because the common complaint from the industry is people are not sustaining it. So this gamification is one of the methods which we use to sustain the 5Rs activity. So what we do is like I already said, we have the zones and captains, vice captains, etc. But each time we introduce a special task, there will be some rewards, some leaderboards, some exciting games, right, which will keep the employees motivated. So there are some special tasks, weekly audits, rewards and recognition from the top management, right? So all these things are tailor-made for creating this gamification exercise. One of the special tasks which we did is like a competition, like IPL. We had in IPL we have this qualifier, eliminator, etc. Right? So like this, we pitched each zone against each other. So there is a calendar which we created, and every week, the first week, second week, third week, and then there is a final winner. Like that. So intra-company competitions we created with the rolling trophy, and then we have also asked the employees to implement 5Rs in their homes. Right? remove unwanted items, arrange the materials, your kitchen in a proper shape. Like that, we asked them. So many employees participated. These are some of the pictures from those employees' houses, right? So these are the things which we shared. We got. And the prize distributions, every week there will be a prize distribution ceremony, right? The employees are all given this small gifts for their contribution, and also there is a rolling trophy which is shared with the best performing team of the entire month, right? Similar to IPL, we have created a lot of this trophies, like orange cap, purple cap, super striker of the match. Like that, we have created a lot of these rewards. So this gives the excitement for the people. And then the celebration from the core team, right? Even for the core team employees, we are giving a special gifts. For example, core team employee of the month, like that. So everybody is motivated, and all these things happen like a celebration. So 5 years is happening like a celebration in that company. So we just completed 1 year, and now we are also doing the regular audits. Monthly, we spend about 1 or 2 days for auditing and sustenance activities. We are seeing a good level of sustenance from the team members, because we are in the WhatsApp group. We are getting regular audit scores. All those things are happening in a very nice manner. And based on this result, the company also gave us a testimonial, which I am sharing it here. And overall, the management is very happy. And one of the audits recently happened from their ISO systems. And that auditor has pointed out that this is one of the best 5 years implemented spinning mills in the entire region. So the owner called us and said, "No, Anand, thank you for this wonderful service." So that's what we wanted to share. So thank you very much for watching. If you want to implement 5 years in your company, please feel free to contact us. You can also share this video with your friends and contacts who want to implement 5 years in their companies. Thank you very much for watching. I'll talk to you in the next video. See you. Bye bye.